Race 2 of the 2024 Grand Ridge Brewery Australian round gets underway. Locatelli with a fast start is already through on Alex Lowe in the drag race down towards turn 1, moves across his path. Bautista with another cracker from the second row of the grid. He's already up into second place, passes Lowe's, couldn't quite get on terms with Andrea Locatelli, who is your new race leader. Toprak Razgatlioglu in fourth place. Lowe's back through now on Alvaro Bautista as they make their way through the southern loop. Remy Gardner up to P5 and Sam Lowe's in sixth position. Good start as well, I think, from Michael Ruben Rinaldi, the number 21, the Moto Corsa bike, just getting around the outside now of Sam Lowe's and challenging for sixth position. Lowe's versus Bautista for second place. We'll see how the cards fall as they make their way into turn 4. Toprak Razgatlioglu almost going up the back of Alex Lowe's there. Alvaro Bautista through on the inside of him through Miller Corner, and Lowe's will hit straight back as they come through turn 6. So that's Michael Ruben Rinaldi, and Rinaldi through for P5. So looking to finish on a high here, Michael Ruben Rinaldi, as he did with 2 podiums on Sunday here at Phillip Island a year ago. Bautista back through on Alex Lowe's, but Lowe's carries his momentum around the outside line. Bautista moves him as far as he can and then clamps the inside line going into the southern loop, and Bautista has held that line well. Good racing between these two, but it's allowing Andrea Locatelli to build a bit of an advantage. A quarter of a second now at the head of the field in favour of the Pata Yamaha man.
Yeah, it's good to see Bautista, though, able to make those moves and give himself a chance of getting back to the front after yesterday and the injuries he's had all the way through the winter.
Toprak Razgatlioglu looking more his old self there as he slides his way into Miller Corner.
Oh, but it's
Big blow up for Toprak Razgatlioglu from third position. He moves straight off to the side of the circuit and then off through the gravel trap altogether. Desperation at the end of his first weekend with BMW, and it's caused chaos behind. Sam Lowe has jumped up into third position. Michael Ruben Rinaldi in fifth, and that's Jonathan Rea up in P4. Andrea Iannone also coming through nicely. Alex Lowe's the big loser in all of that drama.
Yeah, he was the rider right behind Toprak, and that's what caused him to lose all that time. We'll see how the Superpole race winner is able to recover from it.
Start of lap 3, and that really has fractured the field. It's Locatelli versus Bautista at the head of the field, 0.3 of a second between them. Michael Ruben Rinaldi ducks out from behind Jonathan Rea to move through for fourth position, and Andrea Iannone's going to pass the pair of them into Douin on lap number 3. Outstanding racing right the way through the field. Rinaldi then up into fifth position, Iannone into fourth, and Jonathan Rea back down to sixth. Onto the Gardner straight directly behind Andrea Locatelli is going to duck out to make the pass here as they come in towards turn 1, and Alvaro Bautista is a race leader once again in WorldSBK. Andrea Iannone through on Sam Lowe's, so 2 moves in tandem there at the start of lap number 4. Bautista through to lead, Iannone through for third.
Where's Jonathan Rea gone? He's gone out of that group. That's why there's a big gap between Sam Lowe's back to Alex Lowe's.
And it looks as though Jonathan Rea has come down in the final sector of that last lap. Up at the front of the field, Alvaro Bautista, his old sparring partner, leads the way. Bautista from Locatelli, from Iannone, from Lowe's, but there's only 0.7 of a second now between all 4 of them.
Yeah, that's Remy Gardner, and you can see the frustration there for Remy. Red flag is out.
Red flag neutralises the race on lap 4 of 20 here in race 2.
This is where for Jonathan Rea now as well, at this stage he needs to get that bike back to the pits. You have a 5-minute window to get back to the pits and get your bike repaired after an issue.
Yes, we were on lap number 4 of 20. You wouldn't believe the drama we've had in Phillip Island here today.
The red flags curtailed the early action in race 2. Jonathan Rea came down at the high-speed turn 11. He was taken to the medical centre and declared unfit with multiple contusions and abrasions. And he said that as soon as he became confident after a difficult weekend, he crashed, but that he was physically okay following his tumble.
What we've seen this weekend, he'll be completing the front row of the grid here. Reminder of the lineup then: Bautista, Locatelli and Iannone on row 1. Sam Lowe's, Alex Lowe's and Michael Ruben Rinaldi on row 2. Danilo Petrucci, Michael van der Mark and Garrett Gerloff on your third row. Race 2 of the 2024 Grand Ridge Brewery Australian round. The restart gets underway. Andrea Locatelli with a good initial jump there. Slow start for Andrea Iannone. Locatelli pulling alongside Bautista. Who's got the faster run to turn 1? It's Bautista who leads. Michael Ruben Rinaldi up from 6th position straight into 3rd. Sam Lowe's holding 4th position. He managed to make his way through on Iannone, who got off to that sluggish start. Iannone then dropping down to 6th position. Petrucci right on his tail in P7. Van der Mark, Gerloff and Brad Ray with a good start gets up to P10. But it's Bautista who leads, and Michael Ruben Rinaldi, his former teammate who's going with him, brave on the outside of Andrea Locatelli there through the fast turn 3. Locatelli then defending the inside line. Bit of a wobble for him as he came through Miller corner with Alex Lowe's right on his case. Andrea Iannone picking off Sam Lowe, so he recovers now to 5th position. Iannone left the door open there, and Locatelli took advantage.
But you can see here he has to use more yards on the track compared to what the 21 has to do.
Iannone wide. Andrea Iannone wide in towards turn 4. Sam Lowe tries to squeeze through, but Iannone closes the door, just about getting back in time. Another mistake we've seen a couple of those already from Iannone this weekend.
Lowe's doing a good job just to be able to keep himself in that battle.
Kawasaki attacking Ducati, down the start, finish straight. Alex Lowe picks off Michael Ruben Rinaldi into turn 1 at the beginning of lap 8, and Danilo Petrucci pulls alongside Sam Lowe, and the two of them touch as they make their way through Duan. Bit of a wobble through turn 9 for Michael Ruben Rinaldi. It gave him momentum down the hill to Andrea Locatelli, and they are now side by side, and Locatelli gets across the path of Michael Ruben Rinaldi through turn 11. Alvaro Bautista leads onto the Gardner Straight, 835 metres for him to try and stretch his lead, but Alex Lowe is right on his case, and Andrea Locatelli is only a quarter of a second now behind the race leader. Separate battle for 4th position. Andrea Iannone's got back through on Danilo Petrucci. This is the critical area now, the circuit for Alex Lowe. He's strong through the end of the first sector and then set up a manoeuvre in towards turn 4. Bautista leads it for the moment at least. Through Stoner they come at high speed, then heavy braking. 4.7 seconds on the brakes in towards Miller corner, the slowest on the circuit. Andrea Locatelli through for second, but he's got in too deep, and down goes Locatelli. And after back-to-back podiums at the start of this weekend, his hopes of becoming the only man to make it 3 out of 3 on the podium here in Phillip Island are at an end. Danilo Petrucci moves through into 3rd position. Andrea Iannone with an opportunity to take his 2nd podium of the weekend. Meanwhile, we've got a head-to-head to the flag here between Alvaro Bautista and Alex Lowe. And Lowe has gone all the way around the outside of Bautista at Lukey Heights. I cannot believe what I have just seen. Bautista back at him as they come down the hill in towards turn 10, 1st gear, 70 kilometres an hour, and it's Alex Lowe who leads them into the final sector. The master of Phillip Island, Alvaro Bautista. 8 race victories around this circuit. He's been undone. It's going to be a Sunday double for Alex Lowe. His best ever Superbike World Championship race weekend. It'll be close at the finish. Lowe holds on. An outstanding 4.5 kilometres of Superbike racing from Alex Lowe by just 0.04 of a second over Alvaro Bautista. His wait for a first victory of the season will continue to the Catalunya round in 4 weeks' time.